Fat Joe. A lot of y'all might be now really getting into his catalog. You might just know him from Lean Back. You might know him from All the Way Up. But there was a continuous grind that got him to this point. Peace, y'all, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of 33 Hip Hop's Audio Visual Arts. That's right, this is episode number 5, and I'm your host, Jim from 33. That's of 33 Media Group, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. But you gotta like, you gotta comment, you gotta subscribe to keep supporting the channel so we can keep bringing you this content, this critical analysis of these classic hip-hop works of art. Never reactions. These are critical analysis with real background, real stories, and how it affects your life. So you gotta like, comment, and subscribe. But we got something real special for today, so I'm not gonna waste no time. Let's get right into it. It's understandable why so many hip-hop fans view the culture as an exclusively black male art form, as many of the early frontmen were just that. Young black men from the 5 boroughs of New York City. I mean, you had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Kool Herc and the Sugar Hill Gang, amongst others. But to be honest, to deny the Latino community their props in helping build this culture from the beginning would just be ludicrous. You had b-boys like Crazy Legs of the Rocksteady crew, MCs like Mean Machine, and Mellow Man Ace, one of the founding members of the Cypress Hill crew. And while all of these individuals helped to mold the culture, there was one artist that would cement his position in hip-hop for decades to come, proudly carrying the flag for Latino artists who would come before and after him. Joseph Carter Jr., better known to the world as Fat Joe, burst on the rap scene with his 1993 debut, Represent, which spawned the classic hits like Flow Joe and Watch the Sound. And while Joe would move on to spark the careers of many others, the basis of his success would be how open he was about his difficult struggle to make it out of the streets and into the music business. None of his tracks embodied his struggles more so than 1993's The Shit Is Real. And if you were so raw that the legendary DJ Premier would offer his services for the remix on your first album, then you knew you were on the right track. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into the legendary Fat Joe's The Shit Is Real remix by DJ Premier. Alright, let's get right into it.
Who it is? Joe Carter. Nah, that ain't Joey Carter. That's Joey Carter cheese.
Joey Carter's cheese. That's how kids got down back in the days. And those are things that affect you as a youngster. And in some cases it make people turn cold. Hear that? You hear that beat? That's a DJ Premier track. Not giving out to rookies. So he had the Love Joe. Ready, knocking off pumps. Sheepskins in the video. Showing the time period. You was getting stuck. One day I went to visit my aunt and stuck up my cuz. Woo! One of the coldest lines in hip-hop. But the brother was never there. I gotta get mine, I gotta get cash. I see an old man, I'm gonna rob him with the quick fast. I'm gonna make cream and ain't a damn thing stop me. Premier says recycle that later on. One of his greatest hooks, but we get into that another time. Somebody smoke that. Yo, the thing is real. Yo, it's real. Classic Premier scratches. Throughout the whole song, you just feel it in your bones. You feel Fat Joe, later Joe Crack, later mogul, later entrepreneur, but we'll get into that later.
Make you mad, getting paid off the dope fiends. Keep the shit in check in order. And my main man Tone was fucking
everybody sorta.
See, everybody knew in town that Joe and Tone
had things locked down.
And the nigga wouldn't test me. It seems like every other day the fucking cops arrest me.
Think about this video, you just feel it in your bones. You know a video is hot when you know what temperature it was when they filmed it, because you just feel it. Check it out, yo, the thing is real. Hey yo, it's real. Fat Joe. A lot of y'all might be now really getting into his catalog. You might just know him from Lean Back. You might know him from All the Way Up. But there was a continuous grind that got him to this point.
Let me let you know why I made this song. Brothers can't deal
with the real word is born.
I'm sick and tired of these fake ass niggas saying that they catching bodies when they never pull a trigger. I know your style is.
I never before.
You wearing army suit, now you think you're hardcore. Drinking on your 40s,
smoking on your blunts.
Can't afford a change,
so you wear gold fronts.
Yeah, you're fucking the funk kid, and you'll be getting it up the ass if you ever did a fucking
Nas a large professor, taking the funk. Like you know me.
I got my grip with the rush shit. Nowadays I can't believe the bull rappers come up with. And all your bitch ass niggas know the deal. Check it out.
The fucking thing is real. Hey yo, it's real. He said nowadays I can't believe the bull that rappers come up with. He said that in '93. So there was always questionable stuff in hip hop. It was just who had the courage to call it out in the art form.
I wanna say peace to my beats, the beat nuts. Messages of funk, strictly roots.
Shout out to Beat Nuts who did the original. Remix came out in the video, but we appreciate both versions.
Hey yo, I'm out, word is born.
Fat Joe. Fat Joe's in town. Fat Joe. Fat Joe's in town. Fat Joe's in town. Alright y'all, this is where we jump into one of my favorite segments. You know what it's called. It's called Drop a Gem on Them, where I give you my personal take on these critical works of art and how it relates to our lives today. Let's go. Fat Joe. Now that's a crazy life story to listen to. A young man from the streets of the South Bronx who overcame the odds to be a rock in hip hop. A man who would champion not only his own career, but that of Big Pun, the first Latin MC to go platinum, to Remy Ma, and also loan his credibility to likes of super producers like Cool and Dre. But the greatest lesson in his story is that you don't have to stay where you started. Mogul, businessman, entrepreneur. When Fat Joe burst on the scene, these are words I never thought would be associated his name. But through the never miss formula of time and consistency, he's truly a total 180-degree turnaround story, and more than 25 years later remains a relevant part of hip hop, which was once known as a young man's sport. So what about you? Will you wallow in your current existence, believing that you could only be as great as the person that you are today? Or apply the same formula of time and consistency that Joe did and become the legend that you were destined to be? Now I get it. We all have setbacks in life that lead to days where we just think, I just can't break through. But whether or not you like it, life will happen. And the saying goes that life is only 5% of what happens to you and 95% of how you react. So make today the day you grab the bull by the horns and take the first step in fulfilling your dreams and becoming the person that you're destined to be today. Alright y'all, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of 33 Hip Hop's audio visual art. This is episode number 5, and we want you to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't say it enough. because we want to keep bringing you this content, and we want you to be able to catch up with us next week and find out when we drop that new episode. And we want you to chime in, so we're going to clean it up the way we always do with the critical thinking question of the week. So ask me, what's your favorite Fat Joe joint? What's this? I mean, I did It's Real because it's definitely one of my favorite, but I got some others that I could think of, and I'm gonna drop it in the comments below, and we can interact all week. Let me know what's your favorite Fat Joe joint of all time, right? Because Don needs to be respected as a legend in hip hop. He's a Hall of Famer. In my book, you should be a Hall of Famer. In your book, you should be a Hall of Famer in everybody's book. So let's show the Don some love. Let's see below. Tell me what's your favorite Fat Joe joints, alright? Whether it's his hits or collabos, whatever it is, alright? Well, peace. This is Jim from 33, signing off from 33 Media Group for 33 Hip Hop's Audio Visual Arts. See y'all next week. Peace.